Hello, this is Bridget Rao with Divine Essentials. Alright, this is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Or you can be a cross-watcher for somebody that has one of those placements. You can resonate with either part of the story. You can be the person I'm saying they about or the other side of it. Whatever resonates, take it. And I always say, this is general. So there may be parts of the story that don't fit to yours, but I do try to intend that people get at least a message in it. It's impossible for me to do it for every single Gemini on the planet, but I try my best to cover as much as possible. So you guys, last month, there was only 3 people who got the extended version. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you guys the full version right here, because I only get so much gigabytes on Vimeo, and I'd rather use it for one that people are going to get, So we'll give you the full version, and we'll see if you guys get better views this time. If it go back up and you guys do better this month, you guys will be quicker next time, okay? So let's find out, what is this person thinking about? What is this person thinking about you? What is this person thinking about? Oh. We got the Lovers and the Emperor with Justice on the bottom here. Oh, and this guy jumped too. The 5 of Swords. All right. Okay. So, I am first of all picking up that there's probably been some difficulties within your connection. Most people who come to these readings have had some difficulties. All right. So there's likely been somewhat of a battlefield here, and they could even be thinking like, this has been difficult, or maybe they feel this way right now. Maybe they're just kind of like feeling defeated or victorious. Okay, it depends on what part of this story they're on. And I don't really feel like, because this is like, there's no real winner here. It's like, even if you defeated these people, it's like you're battle scarred afterwards. It's like, was it worth it? Did it feel good to do that to somebody? Like, did you want to like take a dad away from a family type of energy? Basically, there could be guilt. So if this person at one point was kind of the victor within this, they may be feeling even guilty about that. And for others, they could be feeling a little defeated by the connection. But I do sense that this person's also thinking of this in high regards. Like the Lovers is a divine counterpart energy for me. And with the Emperor coming out, this is divine masculine energy. So you could be tuning in about a divine masculine, or you could be the divine feminine. Oh, and I was going to show you guys. This one, literally, three people bought. All right. So basically, this person could be thinking, that this has been difficult, but that this is something significant. They could also be feeling either defeated due to something else in their life. Okay, because the Lovers is also about making choices. And I feel like this person wants to make the choice to be an emperor. They want to be somebody that, is that divine counterpart. But they could be feeling left out in the cold, or they could be feeling difficult trying to make a decision. Like, it's difficult for them to make a decision to open up for some reason, okay? But it's like they want this. They want this 10 of Pentacles. They want, they're thinking about a higher level commitment. They're thinking about the 10 of Pentacles. They're thinking about it. But there's something that's keeping them from it. There's something that's keeping them guarded. It's like there could be a little bit of insecurity surrounding it. There could be fear surrounding it. These could be doubts. It could be that maybe they're married, and it would be a very difficult decision for them to leave behind their family. And so it's like no matter what they do, they're feeling a little defeated. They're feeling like, I don't know what to do. Maybe, at some point there was something big that happened between the two of you, where they either left you out in the cold, or they could be perceiving to be left out in the cold by you. Some of them could be struggling financially, or just on their value and worth, because the 5 of Pentacles for me, the 5 of Pentacles is about like hardship. You see, like, these people are struggling, okay? That doesn't always have to be financial. They could be like how they feel about themselves, or how they feel about the connection. Maybe they didn't place a lot of value on you, and they kind of defeated you. They made you feel to a point where it was like, ugh, and you kind of just fell. Okay, but I do feel like this person also knows that there's something significant here, that it's a higher level thing. This is the Hierophant. This is a spiritual connection. This is a spiritual commitment with the divine counterpart energies out here. It's like, regardless of what's already happened or regardless of what's happening at this moment, this isn't something you can just run from or ignore. This is something that, you know, inevitably will keep coming back up to the surface until they face it, and it's going to always be there for them. So whether they decide to heal it or run from it, you know, I feel like it's going to continuously put them in this energy of like not being able to run away from it. But I do feel like they're thinking about these things, like thinking about having this goodness in their life, you know, having somebody that is their equal, somebody that is going to love them unconditionally, somebody that sees them as this emperor, somebody that knows their value, you know, has probably placed them on a pedestal. And the Ten of Pentacles is that dream life that people want. It's like that fulfillment, and it's not just emotional fulfillment, it's like financial, physical, spiritual, mental. It's all levels. It's like having everything that you've ever wanted, and it takes a while to get there, but once you get there, you're good. So it's like, this is what this person is wanting. I feel like they're wanting this, but at the same time, whatever they're thinking about, whatever's already transpired here, is keeping them guarded from it. Okay, so I do feel like they care. They're just kind of struggling with this energy. And the 5 for me represents not choices. The 5 also represents change for me. So they could be going through difficult changes, or they could be afraid of change. Okay, this could be them like defeating themselves when it comes to making the necessary changes to make the decision that's required to become this emperor and step into alignment with their higher level commitment, turning this energy of like being guarded and fighting against it into one of, I'm ready to fight for this. I'm ready to lay down a healthy foundation that's going to evolve into a Ten of Pentacles type of connection. So true form Gemini energy, it's kind of like back and forth. Okay, so they could be in 1 minute like, yes, this is what I want, and then the next minute like okay, so that's what I'm picking up for their thinking. What is this person feeling about you? How does this person feel about you? How does this person feel about you? Page of Swords. Oh boy. And the 9 of Pentacles. Alright, so the Page of Swords is, for me as a reader, is somebody that is like kind of keeping an eye on stuff. You know, they may not be saying too much. It is a messenger card, so it is somebody that may want to say something to you. They may want to message you, send you a text message, communicate with you in some way. But they probably aren't, because I find that when the Page of Swords comes out, this is somebody that kind of like, you may be connected on social media, or you may have each other's phone numbers, but you may not be using them. Okay, but with the 9 of Pentacles here, you know, the 9 of Pentacles is somebody that's single, confident, in their power, seeing things from a new perspective. You know, she knows her value and worth. She's the pre-empress. This is the person that, if you're looking for the 10 of Pentacles, if you're looking for your divine counterpart, she's the one that you turn that into, okay? She's the one you offer the 10 to end up becoming, you know, equal with each other, coming together in that connection of ultimate fulfillment. Okay, so I'm also feeling that this person's really heavily thinking about this stuff, okay? It's like they may try to ignore it, they may try to avoid it, they may, you know, be cold and aloof and act like they're not paying attention, or, you know, they've kind of just like disappeared off the earth. But I do sense that no matter what's going on, they're definitely thinking about it, and they're studying things at this time. They're learning things at this time, clearing up some karmic contracts. So they could definitely be in a relationship with somebody else. They could have a third-party situation going on. But I feel like no matter what, it's like everything that's happening in this person's life, it's helping them to learn their lessons. And I do feel like this, you know, they're seeing stuff within you that's showing them the value of you, seeing you as that pre-empress, somebody that has value, somebody that maybe is seeing things in new eyes. You could have been gone into this time of reflection and thinking about things, and you started learning your lessons and clearing up your karmic contracts, okay? For some of them too, they could be seeing you in this energy, and they could be, you know, trying to figure out, like really reflecting and studying to see if you're in a karmic relationship, or they could be watching you in a karmic relationship if you are in one, okay? But I also sense that they could be in some too. Now, they could also be feeling like this single, sexy, confident energy. They could be in this energy, and while they're in that, they're actually learning their lessons and starting to reflect on the decisions and the people that they have in their life, the choices that they've made, or the relationships that they've already been within, okay? But it definitely feels like, for a lot of you, it's like they do see you in this energy, and they may be mirroring you in that, okay? You guys may both be very confident, sexy people. You could both be single, out and about, trying to do stuff, but I do think that they're under the surface in your feelings. It's like you're both understanding things on a deeper level. You're studying what needs to be learned in order for you to evolve in life and to clear up any of the stuff that is going to end up inevitably changing into celebration from, distractions and bullshit and illusions. We're going to turn this into celebration and coming together into a reconciliation. Okay? And then these guys came out together. I've got the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Wands, and the Empress. So whenever I have two like this come out, whether it's the Kings or the Queens, this reminds me of Temperance. So I feel like this person is attracted to you sexually. I do feel like they like the way you love them. Okay, I feel like you love them unconditionally, and they miss that type of love, or they enjoy that type of love. But it's not just one or the other here. It's like they have this equal energy for you. So they don't see you just as a sexual object, and they don't see you as just somebody that's all about the love. They actually see you in that Temperance, which is my yes union energy. So they could also see you as somebody that's been very patient with them, waiting for them to clear these things up, waiting for them to heal and learn their lessons, dealing with them being in this hermit recluse, out on the sideline, not really taking any action, not saying anything, not doing anything. And regardless of what they're not doing and doing, you're still in this energy. You're still trying your best. You're still looking at things from a higher perspective. And they know that that's an Empress, okay? So this person definitely feels like it's like they understand, or they know. It's like they're learning that regardless of what's going on, they can't deny this type of energy or these feelings, and that you are somebody that would be the Empress, would be the mom, would be the wife, would be the person that they spend their life with, the person that they'd like to take a leap of faith towards. But I do sense there's been difficulty for this person making decisions, which is slowing stuff down, okay? And it's like 1 minute they may want to come rushing in, but then the next minute they go rushing out. And this could have been something that's transpired for the two of you in the past. Maybe they came in and then went right back out. But I think it's kind of showing what I already said here. It's like they just can't make up their mind as to what to do. They don't know if they want to fight against this or fight for it, but they definitely want a new beginning, because we have two of the cups, the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Wands, which are new beginning cards. And again, that energy of Temperance, which is my yes union energy, which leads us to emotional fulfillment, our happy ending within a divine counterpart connection, within the soulmate connection, where there's telepathic communication, where it would be a reconciliation of the inner child with the past lives, with all of the stuff that has been, painful here. It's like they're having clarity, they're illuminating things, they're understanding, and they do want to reconcile with you. They feel like they want to reconcile, and they feel like they will, okay? I feel like they feel like inevitably we will get there, but there's this anxiety surrounding it, and they just need to feel more valuable, and they need to be able to treat you with value, so that they can go after what they've been wishing for, okay? So they could have you on a pedestal, but I feel like you both have each other on a pedestal. You see this person as the Emperor, they see you as the Empress, or vice versa, okay, depending on your sex or who you are within the connection. And I feel like you both want this beginning. You want to put the secrets and the bullshit in the past, because the moon's here. So the moon can indicate secrets, anxiety, insecurities. And it's like you guys want to put that shit away, so that you can step into the light of the sun, which is divine masculine energy, which is, that happiness, that fulfillment, so that these two people can come together that likely see each other in high regards, that are wishing for each other, are wanting and knowing that Spirit is bringing us together for a reason. And you bring out this energy within each other. You probably communicate telepathically, or just you feel them, okay? You probably get confirmation on it too. You may get signs and synchronicity up the kazoo when it comes to this person. You maybe feel them, and it's you just know, and you check, and it's yep, okay. So I do feel like there's been a lot of pain here between the two of you. This person probably broke your heart. You could have hurt them, back and forth. But it's inevitably you both know that this is available to you with each other. You just have to balance these two things out and come together for the new beginning ready to fight it, ready to fight for it rather than fight against it, and put in the past, whatever this stuff was, forgiving it, letting it go, clearing up these illusions, these distractions. It could have been drinking, partying, drugs, women, men, lottery, bullshit, like whatever distractions have been detrimental. It was like those were things that you needed to learn in order to heal and in order to make clear decisions to get out of this energy of stagnancy, to take the leap of faith again into that balance. Okay, so this person definitely, is clearing up their karma, and I feel like you're clearing up yours as well. But they definitely feel like the significance of the connection. Okay, so you guys are likely twin flames or soulmates, but there's a significant soul connection here for the two of you. All right, yeah, and look at again, these two just popped out. So they definitely have anxiety surrounding this new beginning, and they may just struggle to put the past behind them. They may struggle to forgive whatever has been detrimental here. Or they could even be having difficulties, like we saw with that Five of Swords, forgiving themselves for rejecting you or hurting you, or they could, again, some of them, I feel like they could be picking up your anxiety. You could have anxiety about a new beginning with them because you're not sure if they're going to come back in the way that they were before. Maybe they still have these illusions. Maybe they still have these distractions. Maybe they're not really truly offering an Ace of Cup like you feel. Maybe it's an Ace of Cup that isn't gonna stay floating. Okay, that I feel like that could be on your side where you're just nervous because of what's already transpired between the two of you. All right, so I think it all really depends on this person's approach or what they actually express to you, because I do feel like they have love for you. They want this fulfillment in their life, but they have difficulties expressing it. Yeah, there's conflict, and there could be competition, but there's definitely conflict in the way that they communicate their feelings to you. Because the King of Cups is somebody that has a lot of love, but they struggle to express it. And again, it's because of insecurities or doubts or fears. It could even be influenced by alcohol. He's the one that's holding the chalice full of something. So that could really cause issues here, and that could cause depression and anxiety in people anyway. So if this person's doing stuff or thinking stuff or feeling stuff that's whatever, not good, it's going to impact your connection, obviously. But I do feel like there's some sort of truth that this person wants to bring to you. So let's see what else this person does want from you. What do they want? What do they want? What is the Geminis want? Oh, we got the Queen of Wands. So, they may want to rush in to have some passion. All right. Queen of Wands is the sexy one. She's the one that in the traditional rider way, she's sitting there with her legs spread wide open. Oh, gosh. Sorry, my own little synchronicity there. But yeah, they may be wishing to come in and express this passion for somebody that you guys probably have this heated passion for each other. It's you look at each other and you're just I want to do it. So they may want to get busy with you. They may want to, but I do feel like they would want to rush in to do that. So they may be fighting or holding themselves back from it, but I do feel like they're kind of wishing to do so. And they could even have you on a pedestal when it comes to that, or you could have them on a pedestal when it comes to that, or you could even, again, be mirroring each other. Nobody else, you probably don't even want anybody else. They may not really want anybody else right now. It's you guys may just want each other. And it's even if somebody else is available to you, you're no, I don't want that. I want my Gemini. I want my freaking person. I want my destiny. I want my abundance. I want the person that's going to fulfill me. Okay, so they definitely, want this person that they see value in, this person that they see this passion in. And I do feel like they're wanting to come around and reconcile. And Spirit could really be giving them a nudge at this point, showing them those signs, that synchronicity. This is your divine counterpart. This is the person you're supposed to be healing with and making decisions with. It's time to let go of the ways of the past that have been detrimental here. It's time to come into, your union to each other. So I do feel like they want to heal the connection. They're wanting to communicate with you, but they're just, again, having difficulties in regards to making choices. Okay, so this person, they need to get into the light of the sun. They need to have that clarity and clear up the rest of this karmic contract, and that may require them to do it alone for a while. It may require some time of them going into this hermit mode where they just kind of disappear and you don't see much from them, hear much from them. But know that while they're in there, they're actually reflecting and healing, and they are keeping an eye on you, okay? Which will eventually lead to a tower moment, which can be an epiphany moment. I don't feel like this is a negative tower moment. I feel like this is going to be a good one, that helps them to like tear down the remains of whatever has been kind of, whatever's been like an illusion, whatever they haven't been seeing clearly. They're going to figure out what it actually is here that they need to do, or what it is here that like you are to them. And that's going to lead you to your 10 of Cups, okay? So I do feel like this person just needs this time to learn and like be on their own to just like tear down the rest of the stuff that's been detrimental in their lives, in your lives, in this connection with each other, so that they can start to see things a little bit more clearly, understand what this is, and they just may have to do it by themselves. So if they're married or if they're in a karmic relationship, they may have to go, clear that out, get that out, but then take a little bit of time in this energy on their own to heal from that, to see clearly, to learn, and then offer this clarity and this illumination, being able to make a clear decision after their time of healing and their time of making a decision to come forward to the person that they're very, connected to spiritually, sexually, emotionally, physically, mentally, that Spirit's been trying to guide them to. And that I do sense they know it, but they're just kind of holding themselves back from it. Alright, so this is the part where we go to the extended version, but I'm going to do it here for you guys, because, again, there was only 3 of you who got it. But this is a higher level commitment between the 2 of you, and there will be a new beginning, okay? Once they're illuminated and opening their eyes and seeing clearly and understanding that this is their wishes coming true, when they're able to see it, understand it, and feel it. Alright, so what do they want to say to you? I daydream about you, and I believe in you. Okay, so for some of them, I feel like they believe in the connection. They dream about the connection, and they actually see themselves in you. Okay, so that's true twin flame energy there. It's like, oh my God, this person's just so much like me. Or they just see stuff that they do inside of you, or they like you guys maybe even look alike or act alike or whatever. It really depends on the strength of the connection. Every connection has its own synchronicities. Everybody has their own things. So like sometimes certain numbers are important to you. Sometimes it's like the way that you both say a certain word, or like the type of humor that you have, or the type of lifestyle that you live. But also there's not always a mirror down the mid, like just like flat out. Like there's also duality, because we're in a world of duality. So one thing that they would never do, you may be like doing it all the time, and one thing that they do all the time, you'd be like, oh, I ain't fucking doing that. But that's that duality, and that's that balance that you guys actually need in order to have a healthy relationship. Because if you were with somebody that was your exact freaking mirror, it would be boring. You need somebody that's going to like ground you or raise you up. It's like whoever is like the flighty-dighty one needs somebody to kind of like give them a little grounding, and whoever's the one that's like a little bit needs somebody to lift them up. Okay? But I do feel like there's been an issue here that the energy was just too much for them, and it was probably too much for you. Okay? So there's probably awkwardness. I know within these connections, it's like sometimes the intensity of it can make you guys like unable to speak, or unable to like really like open up. That could be that guarded energy that you had here. That's interesting. I split the deck and see the 4 of Wands. But that may have been why this person kind of would come in and then rush right back out, because it's like they're pulled to you magnetically, but when they come in and things aren't healed and there's not like this ability to open up easily, they go right back out. Okay, so it's not like they wanted to play you. I feel it's like it's just because of the energy and because of the intensity. And it's like when they see like this and they understand, like feel it, it's just like whoa. All right, so I do think that they daydream about you, and that could have even brought them back in the past. Like maybe you guys have come in and out of each other's lives, but it's like you think it's going to go one way, and then it doesn't, and then it's like back and forth. So I do think they're still daydreaming about you. They do believe in the intensity of the connection. They believe in you as a person. They see themselves in you, so that helps them, I feel like, believe in themselves as well, because it's like the 2 of you are on a divine mission here. You have something bigger than yourselves to do. It's not just about coming together sexually or coming together physically or emotionally. It's actually about becoming the best versions of yourselves so that you can help to heal the collective consciousness through the healing of yourself, and through your ancestral healing, and through your past life healing, and through your inner child healing, and your shadow work, and all of that. And so it is a lot, okay? It's a lot to do. We also have I lied when I said I didn't care, and on the bottom is I lied to you and I'm sorry. So for some of you, I feel like they may have flat out said to you, I don't care about you, or they could just act like they don't give a shit, but that's a lie, okay? They may be like, I don't care about you, haha, but they do. Okay, and then on the bottom with I lied to you, there could have actually been flat out lies, or there could have just been information that they didn't like give to you. They may have acted like, oh, I want this and this is going to be great and da 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 da, and then bye. They just kind of disappear. So they're sorry for that. They're sorry basically for whatever the freaking lie was, okay? And they're sorry that they pretend that they didn't care. And they may even still act like they don't care right now, but I feel like that's a lie. So if this person's kind of like going ghost on you and acting like they don't give a shit, they do. They're just, the energy's just too much, all right? And they do hear you through telepathy. So be mindful of that. Like if you get angry with this person or you're triggered at this person, try to know that it's not like, try to send them unconditional love. You know, have healthy boundaries and love yourself unconditionally. But just know that this person does hear the stuff that you're thinking and feeling and all of that. They may not hear exactly what you're saying word for word every minute, but it's like they know, okay? It's like when they think of you, you feel it. When you think of them, they feel it. And then you guys get the confirmations either through spirit or through each other. Maybe you like think of them and then you go look and they just posted. Or you think of them and it's like whatever. Or like I've had times where I've been woken up. Okay, so just know that this person, there is a strong telepathic connection there. And for a lot of them, they just don't even know what to say to you right now, okay? They're like, I don't even know what to say. Like, what the hell do I say after the time? You know, some of them could be feeling like they don't have enough worth, or they don't, like, they could feel like they've messed up the worthiness to come towards this connection because of, like, the lies or pretending like they didn't care. So there's a lot of this energy coming through. And we also saw that 5 of Pentacles, so some of them could be struggling in the material world, or they could just be struggling with who they are as a person at this time. But, you know, I feel like this is coming through in many different ways. It could just be like they don't feel like they're worthy enough to have this connection anymore because of the lies that they told you. And then I ghost you out of fear. All right, so this person, again, is just saying, like I ghosted you because I'm afraid. I ghosted you, like, it's easier. It's just easier for them to pretend that they don't care. It's easier for them to just disappear than it is for them to face the intensity of the energy. And I think they may not even, like, I feel worthless, like, they may not even be able to admit this to themselves, but if they were to go deeper into it, they may realize that, like, the value and stuff that they're placing on things in this world may be causing issues within this, okay? So it's like they could be afraid of facing some of, like, the ego parts of ourselves that, like, focuses on looks or focuses on money or focuses on the shit that really doesn't matter at the end of the day. Because you can have somebody that has, you know, $1 billion and a beautiful this and a beautiful that and a fake ass and fake tits and all of this shit, but they're still going to feel worthless. And then I actually read recently, like, the men who are attracted to, like, women with, like, really big fake things usually are, like, from poverty. Like, it was like a study that they did or whatever. So there's, like, it's like that fakeness, it comes from our ego, it comes from, like, thinking, like, things like that are better. You know, it's a warped way of looking at stuff because of societal conditioning, because people tell us what's beautiful, people tell us what's right, people tell us what's cool and what's not cool. And so I feel like this person may be starting to figure out what doesn't really fucking matter, okay? It's like, wait a minute, this is worthless, you know? What is it worth to me if, like, they have a huge chest but they are fake inside, or if they have, you know what I mean? Like, if they're fake on the outside, they're usually fake on the inside. So it's like they may be starting to realize that the stuff that they've been focusing on is actually worthless, and the intensity of this is real, and they're wanting to fix it, okay? They're also saying, I am jealous. So for some of them, they could be feeling jealous, like maybe you are married, or maybe you have somebody in your life. But I do feel like some of them are jealous in that sense. Others could be jealous of the fact that maybe you're doing good at this time, or you're attracting good things in your life, and they could be feeling like a mess in comparison to that, or maybe they feel like they should be further along you know, with this energy of like, because when people wake up, you know, we like, for me, like, you know, 10 years ago, 12 years ago, my concept of the world was completely different. I thought I was so cool because I was driving a Hummer and, you know, this and that. It was always like, I would spend like 5 hours a day putting makeup on, buying the best of the best. And it's like, when you wake up, you start to feel like a freaking worthless piece of shit because this world is so messed up. And it's like, I need to heal stuff, you know, and I want to make a contribution to the earth. I don't want to just be here being all fucking ego-y. So they could be, you know, feeling like a mess in regards to that. They could be jealous of the fact that, you know, maybe they look at you as somebody that isn't like that, or they feel like you're doing more for the world than they are. You know, I am picking up a few different ways that this is coming through. And some of them could just be jealous, okay? It could be their ego just being jealous of wherever you're at or whatever they're perceiving you to be doing. They could think that you're moving on. They could think you're seeing other people. You know, they could be jealous of a lot of different things, but if you were to say it to them, they probably would deny it. And then you are my twin flame. So like I was saying, for a lot of you, this person is your twin flame, and they know it, okay? They may know it, and it's like, I can't look into your eyes. And that's like one of those things where it's like, it's the intensity of it is so difficult for people. But I also feel like I can't look into your eyes because I lied to you, or because, you know, things have been difficult. Codependent. So some of them are still codependent. They could be stuck in codependent relationships. They could have codependencies on different, you know, substances or like ways of being, you know, the way that they've been living their lives, whatever. But there's definitely something that they've been codependent on. But they do feel your 5D kisses, okay? So that sexual, passionate energy is there. They may be missing you in that way. They could be codependent upon that. They could be like feeding for it, you know, like, I need it, I need it. And then I will reveal feelings soon. So they do want to tell you how they feel. And I do feel like they may send you messages through music. You may have different songs like pop on when you get in the car or when you go to a store, or they may just pop into your head. I also feel like this probably happens for them too. It's like they maybe get, you know, messages that just keep popping up all the time. And it's like, oh my God, every time they hear it, they think of you. And it's like every time they go somewhere, that song pops on, you know, and it could be a random one that's like not popular. And it's like, okay, why does this keep coming on? But they're definitely wanting to message you and reveal these feelings. So I do feel like for a lot of you, they will, all right? But it's because they have that battle in their head, okay? And if you only saw yourself through my eyes, I'm very much addicted to you. So, you know, even when they're pretending like they're not looking, they are. You know, for some of them, they could be, you know, checking on you. They could be saving your pictures. They could be, you know, trying to find things. Like, even if you're not connected on stuff, they could be still trying to find things out about you through their friends, through their family. Like, if you guys work together, it's like there's something going on here for them where it's like they feel like they have this addiction to you. So it is that codependency. It could be a sexual like codependency on you. It could just be like them, you know, wanting to be with you. But it's like if you saw yourself through their eyes, you'd probably realize that there's a mirroring there. Like you probably see them in the same way that they see you, but it just, you know, probably a little bit different. But there's this battle in their head because it's like they just don't know what to do about it. They don't know what to say. They don't know how to express themselves to it. And it's like they want to, but then when they try to, it always gets messed up, or you guys just get weird. So it does feel like typical twin flame stuff here. All right, next part is what can you expect over the next 4 weeks with this person? What can you expect over the next 4 weeks with this person? Whoa, shit, 4 of Wands. Okay, so some of you could hear from this person. This is a union energy for me. This is the Twin Flame 1111 union energy. But I don't think, like, if you're not in union with this person right now, it's highly unlikely that within the next 4 weeks you guys are just going to be like, oh, let's married and spend the rest of our life. But you may hear from them, okay? They may come in to start planting some seeds, okay? And that's like, maybe they want to take you out on a date, or maybe they just want to like get together and like Netflix and chill or whatever. But they may even just come in to like clear up some stuff, okay? So this moon in reverse is telling me that there could be secrets that they're getting ready to tell you about. All right, they may want to clear the air about something that was like perceived wrong, okay? They may be like, wait a minute, you know, that's not what I meant, or that's not what that was, or that's not what this is, or, you know, I just feel like there's some sort of air that they want to clear, but there is anxiety surrounding it. So you may be feeling anxiety, or they may be feeling anxiety. I feel like you'll probably both feel it, because usually when one feeling If one of you is feeling down, the other is feeling down. If one of you is feeling anxiety, the other is feeling anxiety. But I feel like they have anxiety about coming in to plant these seeds, to tell you whatever truth it is, or, it could even just be the truth of their feelings, or the truth of the fact that they know that this is spiritual, and that spirit's been like guiding them. It's like how do I tell this person what I've been seeing in regards to this? Like I've been seeing numbers and their name and these songs, and it's like they probably feel crazy or weird about it, but I feel like they're keeping it a secret, and they don't want to anymore. They want to face the darkness, they want to face the shadow aspects, they want to face their anxiety, so that they can have this final judgment call with their counterpart, so they can start planting the seeds for their future. And I do expect that some of them will message you. They might get out of that Page of Swords like viewer watcher and more into a let's be a talker, okay? So if they do, try to be in your unconditional loving energy so that they feel safe to open up to you. Because if they feel like you're not going to accept them, or if they feel like you're going to be mean to them, they may not feel safe to express it. Of course, love yourself unconditionally. I feel like this is something that you'll be doing over the next 4 weeks, is like really focusing on self-love. But, make sure you're in the unconditional love for them too, because they are your counterparts. So whatever you do impacts them, and vice versa. So if you want to be able, if you want them to be able to love you, you got to love you, and vice versa. We also have the Six of Cups here, so this is again a card of reconciliation as well as judgment. So I do feel like for a lot of you there will be some sort of reconciliation. Whatever you've been waiting for, there's a potential for it to come together over these next 4 weeks. And I do, again, equate the Six of Cups to past life and inner child. So you may be doing some shadow work in regards to that. I would definitely do some meditations when it comes to your inner child. Do some meditations when it comes to whatever's happened between the two of you, okay? I feel like you guys may, decide to clear the air on this stuff, or apologize, or just get out of that defeatedness. Yeah, it's like the ending of that, okay? So the world is coming to an end of that, and the Four of Swords is about meditating and healing. So it's like we're going to heal from whatever bullshit went on, okay? Whatever pain was caused, whatever lies were told, whatever misconceptions were had, whatever illusions are going on here. It's like, let's put this down, let's heal from this, let's face this stuff inside of us, let's look at our wounds from childhood, let's look at our wounds from our past lives, let's come to the end of this part of the journey where we're just waiting for shit to happen, start opening up our hearts, communicating in a truthful way, so that we don't have to look at this as a painful, difficult situation anymore, and lay down the first, pentacle that's going to lead to the 10. So it does seem positive. Yeah, it's like this new beginning is coming, and it may be a tower moment. It could either be an epiphany, or it could be a destruction of whatever has been detrimental, whether it's been within the mind or within the physical. Like if this person has been cheating on somebody to be with you, or they cheated on you to be with somebody else, it's like these are past deeds and behaviors that we're destroying. Okay, so it's like we're destroying that part of the journey where there's been lies and secrets and bullshit, so that these people who belong together, who have this soul connection, can communicate, take action, and start making the action steps needed to have the death of the old and a rebirth that's going to lead you to your 10 of Cups with somebody that knows their value and worth. That's somebody that's ready to go after what they're wishing for. King of Pentacles is the grounded, loyal, committed, stable person that knows, this is the person you spend the rest of your life with. Like, this is a good guy. This is the guy that I think a majority of people would want to have for their person. But yeah, it seems like there's going to be some positive changes happening here. So let's get your final outcome of your connection. So we got the 5 of Cups. I do feel like right now, oh, look at that, and the Knight of Wands in reverse. Okay, so what I'm picking up is that all of the pain, all of the heartache, all of the bullshit that this person caused by coming in and out of your life and knocking things over and having third parties and all of that, that needs to come to an end. And I do feel like it will, because the Knight of Wands is in reverse. It's like we're putting an end to the behavior that caused this pain. We're putting an end to the behavior that caused the 5 of Cups, of me feeling like this is no longer available. Look at that. We're putting an end to the conflict. We're putting an end to the competition. Okay? So that these people, these soulmates, these twin flames can have their 10 of Cups. So it's about trusting your intuition, listening to the call of spirit, so that a new beginning can be formed, a new beginning of passion. So, in the end, there'll probably be a lot of passion that's shared with you. But it's like, making those decisions to move together into a new beginning in love here. So there's definitely going to be a new beginning between the two of you, and it's going to lead you to your higher level commitment with each other. Look at that, the Empress. So it's the Empress coming together to have her wishes fulfilled. It's the Emperor coming together to have his wishes fulfilled for a 10 of Pentacles. Happy ending with the 4 of Wands, Twin Flame, 11-11 union. Wow. So it is a very positive outcome for you guys. And it's the ending of karma. It's the ending of the karmic contracts. It's the ending of the karmic distractions. It's putting that shit in the past so the two of you can work together to build something solid and stable. Yeah, and it's healing all the illusions, okay? It's healing all this distractions. It's healing whatever, you know, this stuff was, whatever they were juggling, whether it was their value and worth or whether it was other people. It's, you know, them not seeing things clearly. It's you not seeing things clearly. It's you no longer juggling. It's you guys deciding to, like, take this emotional withdrawal and to bring it back to the forefront for healing, so you can have your King of Pentacles, so you can have your justice in this connection, so you can have the happy ending and the fulfillment that you deserve. All right, so it does look very positive for you guys. There definitely will be a leap of faith that is taken at some point here, but for now, you need to heal, okay? You need to go within and meditate. Work on clearing up these illusions, okay? So this person needs to have clarity. They need to understand what's going on with you. You need to understand what's going on with them, so you can have your temperance, which is the healer, which is patience, okay? So you got to have patience, which will lead you to victory with your divine counterpart. But it's going to require, like, taking the time out to collect all the tools for this transformation. So this is the energy of Gemini, okay? So this, and so is this, all right? So this Gemini connection is definitely going to transform into one of healing, of one of coming together with their divine counterpart, okay? Into your union. But it's going to require that illumination and that understanding for this person to step into their light. And it's likely going to come after a time of you both stepping into this energy on your own and reflecting on what makes you valuable, reflecting on your truth, and then getting into your chariot and charging forth with your passion to plant the seeds of potential so that you can reconcile and go listen to the call of spirit to bring truth and communication to each other and have an equal give and take in this connection and find the strength to have your wishes fulfilled in your happy ending. Okay, and Lionsgate is going to be very potent and powerful. This is starseed energy. This is galactic energy. This is the new year, the galactic new year on 8/8 is when, like, it all culminates. But right now, the energies are building up. So it connects with the energy of Sirius. It connects with the energy of the Lyrans, our great ancestors, who are half feline, half human, or half lion. If you look at the Great Sphinx, if you look at, like, all the things in Egypt, it was depicting that, okay? So this is a time of abundance. You want to make sure you're feeling good, you're meditating, you're doing your work, so that you don't manifest another 365 days of shit. You want to manifest a 365 days of happiness and victory, of healing, of contentment, of seeing through the illusions, being honest and vulnerable, okay? Trusting yourself, all right? And working through whatever has been difficult here, and giving yourself permission to, like, and release and let go of whatever isn't serving you, okay? Finding where you truly belong and having patience along the way, and make sure you have fun, okay? Because there is resistance here, but it's like the more you guys are resisting each other, the more it's persisting. So when you release that resistance, things will come into alignment and it will get easier for you. All right? So thank you guys very, very much. Thank you again for 30,000 subscribers. I forgot to say it in the beginning, but, you know, we hit 30,000 yesterday, and I said thank you in the Leo, but not into the, yeah, I gotta say it to everybody. So I will do a probably a general collective. I'm gonna go live soon to say thank you to everybody, and I gotta get on the other channel and do, like, a Lionsgate reading. And I know you guys want some other readings over there. You guys want to know about past lives. You want to know about your careers. There was something else somebody asked, and I thought it was really good. So, like, if there's something else you guys want to know about other than love, put it down, you know, in the comments and stuff, so that I can add it to my list and get some videos over there, because I haven't done one in a while, and it's kind of just like burp, burp. But it's hard for me to, like, do all of it all the time. But I am giving myself more time to, you know, focus on these things, and doing the extended readings has really helped to free up some time. Almost done with our dumpster. I finished the yard with the dogs area. I'm still throwing stuff out and purging stuff, and I still have clothes that I'm going through. But I'm almost done with all of that. So I will be coming back into more of like, hey, let me do my readings all the time. But thank you guys for being patient and understanding and all of that. Thank you for all your love, support. So like, comment, subscribe, and that does help me out very much. If you'd like to donate, there's a link down below. If you'd like to send something off of the wish list, there's a link down for that as well. And yeah, I think that's it. So thank you guys very much. Inune. Namaste.